Now, some interesting transfer news coming out of Tottenham today. They've agreed a deal to extend Timo Werner's spell from RB Leipzig until the end of next season.
So another loan.
Another loan, yeah. This is an interesting one. Let's speak to a friend of this show, a friend of the station, a friend of everyone, Majestic, talkSPORT host, DJ, and host of the Same Old Spurs podcast. Majestic, how are you, mate?
Good evening, chaps. Hope you're well.
Yeah,
Excuse my connection if it's no good. I'm currently in Riyadh for the first five Queensbury against the Matchroom. Just had the arrivals, so just been DJing there. So yeah, it's very hot where I am.
Everyone good? No one come behind the decks? No headbutts? No anything? Everyone good?
No, I delivered the good tune, so I didn't get headbutt this time, Flex.
I want to go on one of your nights out, Flex. It sounds amazing. Madge, what do you make of this news about Timo Werner? They've extended this loan for him. You know, what are your thoughts about this as a Spurs fan?
As a loan, it's why not? It's not very ambitious. It's not exactly kind of coming out the blocks going, right, I'm here to make a statement this season. But yeah, I just think, you know what, he played okay. He scored a few goals for us, especially with European competition next season. We could do with all the help we can on those wing areas, because the way that Ange plays, those kind of players are crucial. And I do think he can develop under Ange even more so. I like the fella. I just don't think it's the most ambitious move from Spurs as of yet, but it's a sound bit of business.
Majestic, you sound a bit like underwhelmed by it, and because when you said that there, the ambition side of it, that's when as soon as I heard that, I thought, oh, and it's another loan as well. So it's not like they're trying to tie him down for a few years because they really believe in him. It feels like another stopgap to buy some time. Are you concerned that money might be a bit thin, or they've got other priorities, and what are the priorities for you?
No, I just think it's one of those ones where it's an easy bit of business to get done. At least then Ange knows that he's in his squad for next season, his plans. And said at the end of last season, when he started getting a little bit annoyed with the fans, especially going into that game against Manchester City, that he knows his players, he knows who he wants at the club and who he doesn't. So if Ange wants him there and he wants to have him there for another year, then I'm going to trust in him. I'm going to believe in what he says. And he obviously sees something in him that is worthwhile to the squad. And in fairness to Timo, he has done some good bits with Spurs, and just the end product from a few of our strikers, including Sonny at some point to the end of last season, just not good enough. So it can't all be on Timo. So like I say, it's not. I'm not jumping up and down around Riyadh at the moment going, we've signed Timo Werner.
You want to fly back? You don't want to be there anymore. You've just got Werner.
Yeah. I'm just like, okay, cool. It is what it is. It's a bit of business done, and let's see what they really mean in the transfer window now.
Yeah, by the way, this is amazing. If you are watching this on YouTube, where Madge is, you are literally right by ringside in Riyadh. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, literally, I've got the stage behind me. Our colleague from talkSPORT, Gareth A. Davies, is over there with another colleague of ours, Spencer Oliver. The boys are there somewhere. Got Eddie Hearn just in the corner there, Frank Warren over there. So literally, the who's who of boxing is in and amongst me as I'm doing it. In actual fact, they're taking down the chairs around me as I'm like, I think they're looking at me like, why are you still here?
Also, I love the fact there's like who's who in boxing there, and he's still chatting to us about Timo Werner extending his loan deal. Just quickly as well, Madge, you mentioned about the fact that it's not very ambitious. Did you want to see more in terms of Spurs in their front line? Because for me, when you look at some of those players, Werner there, all right, he did all right. Brennan Johnson did all right. It's nothing too inspiring. Maddison had a great start to the season, then dropped off. Son, okay, had a fairly good season. But did you want to see much more strengthening of that front line in this summer?
And that's what it is, mate. He did. He's so angry that they've got Timo Werner. He's gone, do you know what? I thought about this, actually.
That question's flawed.
And actually, this just shows that we're not serious.
Do you know what?
So he's off.
Do you know what really happened? Eddie Hearn came over, didn't he? And Eddie Hearn came over for a quick chat, and Madge sadly had to go. What do you make of that point, though? As Madge said, not very ambitious, is it?
It's the first thing I thought.
And actually, do you think that I have a point there about the fact that front line just doesn't strike much fear?
Yeah, I think you always have to judge a window at the end of it, though. That's always the key. When the window slams shut, when you've done your business, that's when you really assess what you got. But in terms of, is it an inspiring start to the window? Does that get you off your seat as a Spurs fan, where you've had a good season, good first season under Ange, you finished 5th, you can see his style of play, you can see what he wants to do, but you're actually looking at the squad and saying, okay, I can see what this manager wants to do, we need more quality. And the first thing you do is extend Timo Werner on a loan as well. So it almost screams a little bit like, yeah, we've got to cut the pennies, let's have a look. But to Tottenham's credit, which we don't know yet, so you've got to, give them the benefit of the doubt, they could be doing that to make sure they have substantial funds in other areas to do something that really does excite fans. So, yeah, I see what Majestic's saying there. It's like a little bit underwhelming, but it's easy to get done. He did all right. He works hard for the team. He's got a lot of pace. He can run in behind in an Ange system. He's got good movement. End product just isn't there.
Yeah, and I think
not good enough.
Yeah, I think when he came back across to the Premier League, there were, potentially some Spurs fans going, oh, maybe that's improved now, because we just didn't see it when he was at Chelsea. But sadly, it's just still not there for him.
Be honest, by the end of the season with Werner, when he came on that loan, it looked like just the same Werner that was at Chelsea.
Exactly that. And
he can get in front of goal, make good movements.
Works
hard for the team, but the quality is not there.
Yeah.
And when you mix that in with, a young Brennan Johnson, when his end product is questionable sometimes, Kulusevski is a good player, dropped off a little bit last year. Son dropped off a little bit last year. Richarlison, there's ups and downs there. Like you said, the whole firepower itself, adding Werner to it doesn't help.
What do you think the priority should be for Spurs in this transfer window, though? Because actually, when you look at the back line, Van der Ven has done well.
Udogie's fantastic.
Romero, Udogie's done well. Yeah. So where are you looking at Spurs and thinking that's where they need to prioritise?
I think they need depth at full-back, because with Udogie. Because look at that, he got injured, and then what have you got to do? You're back to Ben Davies or Emerson Royale. Yeah. So that's an issue. Pedro Porro is really good, so you got no problems there. But again, when injuries hit, that Dragoson's come in as a centre half to back up to Romero and Van der Ven. That's fine. Vicario's fine. Bissouma's dropped off. He started off really well, dropped off a little bit. Skip's not there for me. It looked like Højbjerg was going to be gone anyway, but ended up staying. So that's one you're looking at. Ange probably want to move him on. Sarr's been fantastic. Maddison, that there's levels there, so that's not too bad. So they need central midfield, couple of good forwards. They need a number 9. Yeah. They need a striker.
I thought that's what you were going to say.
Yeah, it's the striker's the biggest. Yeah. I was just going from sort of back to front, but to end up at striker, they need a potent goal scorer. Not just because it's easy that you lose Harry Kane, of course you need to replace him, but across that front line, it's not potent enough.
No, it's
on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app, and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.